reveal or something?
Yeah, we are.
Oh,
It's always so fun.
exciting. I know.
I bet it got very big. It's been like 2 months since I last had an ultrasound.
Yeah, you'll be amazed at the difference. It's kind of in cross section right now. I'm just gonna measure your cervix here really quick. And then show the baby.
Can
So
you
the
tell
head
if
is
my
in?
uterus is still retro?
It's not.
It's
Mm-mm,
not.
Not anymore. No. I mean, it.
I
could
can't
go
even
back that
tell.
way, but see how it's like way up on the front now.
Uh-huh.
It's just pumped out from the baby now.
Was it low lying the last time?
Oh, the placenta?
Mhm.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
No, she was retroverted.
Oh, retro.
Yeah. Placenta's nice and fine. I don't know where the sector isn't, like you have to bump it out.
It's a big head.
Uh-huh.
Was
So I'm
that
trying to
the
get
head?
the side view
Oh.
here, but the baby's kind of laying on his or her side. See the little hands?
Uh-huh.
Little fingers.
I hope there's 5 fingers.
I saw the 4 little fingers. You can see them there?
Mhm.
And then the thumb would be like kind of down towards the side. There it is. There's the thumb.
Oh, okay.
And the one little finger sticking out. It's like going like this. Oh. Get that profile on baby's turned up, you know? Gonna turn again.
He was able to feel the baby kick for the first time.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
He's been anxious, and I've only been feeling it from the inside.
Oh, I know. That's a big thing when you can finally feel it from the outside. 2 little feet. So I'll start taking pictures as I see them. See the little side view of the face there? You can kind of see it turn. It's blurry because it was moving.
Okay, so it's
The-
in
the
reverse
forehead?
compared to before.
And the head is facing this way, and then the legs would be down
Okay.
here this way. Make it a little bit
Does it
clearer.
matter which way you're facing, or?
At this point, no. The only thing is when I'm looking at the heart, I'll label just so that the doctor knows everything's going the right way. But the baby can still kind of turn around. Cord going into the center. Okay. Sometimes the cord, it'll like fake you out, like it'll look like it's going in towards the edge, which we want it to be like in the middle.
Right.
And it'll look like it's coming in towards the edge, but then if you just follow it, see how it's tracking kind of on the surface.
So it should always be in the middle.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be exactly in the middle, but if it's really close to the edge, like if it was out here, I'd probably mention it. Like there, it looks like it is, but it's not.
Right.
Or definitely if it was membranous insertion, like out here and tunnel and under, but it should just be in a good thick part of the placenta. No, come back to that to show it.
It's hard to
It's
tell.
like right here.
Mhm.
Oh, this part's kind of boring. It's just looking at the. This is all placenta here, and then all the black is fluid. And then this is cord. Kind of looks like bubbles sometimes. That was a big one.
Yeah.
Okay. There's the 3 vessels in the corner. like big quick kicks. Did you just have like breakfast or carbs or something?
I did.
Yeah.
I had eggs.
Oh.
I had to, otherwise it'd be nauseous all
Oh my
the time.
gosh, yeah, definitely. It's just the little belly. Like this would be like where the belt, if it was a really high belt,
Mm.
would go around the baby's waist. Little waist size.
Losing your voice?
I don't know. I just woke up this way this morning. Not sure why. And there's the RVOT.
Mm-hmm.
It's like,
Perfect.
I know. It's nice when the baby gives you a gift like that. This is just, I'm just talking about some of the heart views.
Uh-huh. So we can still see the heart activity.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a point where you can't?
Mm-mm.
Like,
No.
okay.
And so now, instead of just looking at the motion, I'm going to be looking at the actual vessels coming out
Mhm.
and making sure they're going all the right way. So when I look at the heart, I
Mhm.
usually label the position of the baby so the doctor knows that
Why
everything
it's
is
like that.
going the right way.
Mm-hmm.
And then not like transposition or something. Transverse. And so it's coming out of the right side of the heart, crossing over the left side. And the right ventricle here.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, we can see the left one right there. I'm going to grab it. See the left
Mhm.
ventricle is right here. And so the outflow tract should go that way towards the opposite shoulder. And we want to see it wide open. Almost there. You can follow it. You can see that it goes right.
Right.
You need to elongate it. And the right one is always the harder. Well, almost always the harder one of the two to get. They don't do this many heart views everywhere, so that's what I'm just kind of talking about. Many places just do the 4-chamber, and I've worked with places like that too, but we just add a few others, so that's all I was explaining. And the baby's heart looks fine.
Fingers are hurting too.
Yes, yeah. I know, that's one of the things as a parent, you're always like,
My sister's girlfriend has her baby born with a split lip and
Oh.
then 6 fingers and toes.
oh, an extra? Was
Yeah.
there bone in it, or just, what, did they just cut
I
it
think
off?
she was able to move it individually. So
Aw.
she had surgery already.
Oh, good.
We're hit.
Oh, and there was nothing chromosomally.
Not that I know of. I only knew she had 6
Oh,
fingers.
well, 6 is better than 4, I
Yeah.
guess. You can always take one
Yeah.
off. Oh. Oh, but then the surgeries
Yeah.
and then the cleft lip. Here's the right one again. Coming around here. That's not beautiful. Yeah, I need to take it a little further. There it is again. Oh no. There. And then this is actually the left one coming towards us. And see how this trunk and this trunk are about the same size?
Right.
You want those to be about the same size. I want to still get it a little bit better, but at least that shows that it's going the right way. Yeah, it shows that it's wide open. And not like pinched anywhere or
Right.
anything. Have you been feeling okay?
Yeah.
Oh, there's that fingers again.
Mm.
Only 4 and then a thumb there.
Mm.
You can actually even see the 3 bones in
Mhm.
the third. The trisomy 21 babies sometimes don't have that bone or it's really tiny. You can see. So it's nice. There's the 2 legs. Tibia and fibula. Did you see the little knees?
It's so hard for me to tell.
Oh.
I wouldn't know unless you pointed it out.
Oh. I'm trying to point more out here. So we got the core, the belly. I'm trying to get a fortune. It's not pointed up. Generally, I like to see the heart more pointed up, but on her I can see fine. Your baby's photogenic. I hope I'm not confusing the ones. I think I just need more coffee.
Coffee is the cure to
Yeah.
everything.
Oh, now I look at the spine. Just do whatever the baby shows me. See the little bottom is here, and then
Okay.
the little sacrum. And then you can see the spine.
Okay. So it's still upside down.
Now, it was, let's see, the head was over here. Oh, still is. Yeah,
Okay.
side to side. Actually, I'm gonna do it this way so I don't confuse the doctor. Just make sure that the transverse processes are not
Okay.
splayed in any way. They're not like anybody else should be like this. I don't know. And I'll take just representative shots, but the best way is just if you just run through it like this, you can just see that it's all closed all the way. I've worked places where we don't even look at it in transverse, and I feel like that's now. I feel like that's the best way.
Right.
Surgical. It's just right behind me.
Maybe I need some.
Are you okay?
Leg rest.
Oh my gosh. Well, let me pull it out here some more.
Thank you.
Oh. It wants to sink in. Oh, I didn't even pull it out. See the little ear right here? Up here, look, on top of the ears here. The baby's facing now this way.
Okay.
So now if I go over here, we might see things. Might still be, kind of, but not really. You can see the eyes and the chin.
Oh, wow.
Let's look at the brain. And we're gonna look at the lip too,
Oh.
also. Bunch of things that make you not think about those things anymore. See the two sides of the brain here.
Mhm.
Cerebellum. And now what I'm going to be measuring are all just normal things in the brain. Sometimes I like to tell them because some people get nervous when you start measuring things,
Right.
especially in the brain for some reason. So starting out now, that should be under 10. Same thing with the ventricles, so it's easy to remember. 10 and 10. Well, and then also it shouldn't, like the cerebellum, of course, should be like a 3 and not like a banana. 'Cause
Right.
then it's the opposite. Another problem. I'm gonna just take a picture of the core right, make sure there's no cysts anywhere.
You measured the cerebellum also?
No, sometimes I do because it's supposed to correlate, like if I'm not sure about the age of the baby, it's supposed to sort of correlate with the age. 20.5. Up to a certain age, I can't remember what, but now it still does. But
it's
no,
not needed.
it's not part of my
Okay.
protocol, unless I'm thinking that a lot of the different parts are different sizes, then I might double check with the cerebellum. And we don't really do the nuchal fold necessarily unless it's, measure it unless it looks big.
Is that the head?
Uh-huh. You see the two hemispheres of the brain here? And then something new that was recently added to the protocol is just the cavum. We image it separately. I don't know why, because it is on the BPD, but
Right.
we just image it separately. Because if that's missing, that's the communication from the two sides.
Right.
So we just image that, or the equal sign, as I always used to call it. I think AIUM kind of recently added that in the last couple years. So if we can see the hands.
I'm seeing like the face a little bit.
Yeah, you can kind of see it. I want the baby to turn up a little bit more. Oops. It's almost like the baby hurt me. Nope, turn back down again. To see the lips and then that profile a little bit better again. But baby's laying on his or her belly. A little red. Sometimes it doesn't turn off with flash. Sometimes it's just like a flash. I know from when my husband did it. Almost looked like hiccups there for me. Oh.
Yeah, I've been feeling those a lot. The hiccup parts.
Aww.
I wasn't sure like why it's kicking in.
Uh-huh, like a
Kicking
rhythm
that,
sort of.
yeah.
Uh-huh. And then the renal pelvis, basically these are fine, but if they look prominent, I'll measure them, and up to 20 weeks, they should be, they can be up to 0.4, and then up to 30 weeks, they can be up to 0.6, and up to 40 weeks, they can be up to 0.8. Some places will go 1 millimeter less than that, so it would be 5, 7, or 4, 6, 8, or 3, 5, 7.
But only if you think that they're larger than what they should.
Yeah. And sometimes they look gigantic, and I measure it, and I'm like, oh, they're normal. But I'll just maybe still call it prominent, but within normal limits. Because it never hurts to look again. Just one problem. So, you can see it's nice and thin. Of course, those are
What
normal.
are those things on the side?
Right here, little elbows. It gets confusing when it's in cross section like this. This is like a cross section of the belly, and then you can. Whoops, that was the elbow, and then there's the little hand there.
Okay.
Try and get the radius and all that. Oh, the legs are all stretched out now.
Nice and stretched. That's why I'm so wide.
Oh, you are not. I know it feels like it though. There's both legs and then the two little hands. So it's the right arm there, both bones of the palm. And hand on there. And the left hand. Just right there, the little knuckles. And the arm bones. It's harder to see because the baby's laying on it. So that nice circle nicely. So can you see the face? There we go. So right here, this is the upper lip, right here. That's the lower lip, so I can see that there's no clefting, that there is nothing. You know, it's hard to see. When you come out this way and you see the face, you see the eyes, the nose, and the mouth. Oh, now the hand's gonna cover.
Is that the eyes?
Uh-huh.
Blinking?
Oh, right here.
Oh,
Oh, and this is the heart, right here.
Oh, okay.
I used to work with a guy at Vogue that used to say, oh, it must be a girl, the mouth is moving, it won't stop. He used to always say that. I always think that was so mean. But they always laughed. I was like, that's not funny. They were just being polite. This baby likes to lay on his or her belly.
I guess.
Oh, there's a better arm. Oops, that's the left one.
So my whole family, except me,
really?
I sleep on my back.
Even before pregnancy?
Yeah.
Oh. I always used to, but then after being pregnant, then you
Yeah.
just you
It
get
was
used to
difficult.
not. Yeah, you can't. Just trying to see the cord coming out, or the placenta motion.
Do you usually measure?
No, but because it
Kind of
looks
low.
like it's here,
Mm.
I just want him to know that it's up there.
Okay.
It's probably even farther. It's
Right.
just for some reason I can't quite get the angle to show it. And then the other thing, I try not to take a picture that looks too much like the placenta. Can't quite. I always hate to. This is freezing, Joe, in the morning. Sorry. Like if you go too close to the edge, sometimes it'll look like there's a subcentriate lobe
Mhm.
here, like connected by veins. I usually try not to, as long as there's a bridge connection right here.
Right.
It's not, but if I take that, he could question it.
Right.
Be worried about it.
You wanna get the full image.
Or at least show a connection right there. So baby's now head down. Still facing your backside
Uh-huh.
though.
Mhm.
Heart rate. This is, oh, then I lost it. This is such a good picture where you can see bladder, stomach, diaphragm, heart,
Mhm.
everything all in one picture. I usually take it if I can see it. Maybe might be moving a bit too much. See it in real time. Oh, we got them all
Mhm.
separately. Really moving.
Mhm.
There's the lips
Oh, is
again.
that the skull? I've
This
seen
is
the
the
skull.
belly here, and then but the skull was there. Whoops, I'm sorry.
It's a-
If I come out here, there you can see the skull. Oh, mouth is open. It was open there.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay, see if I can get the cuter side view here.
Should I turn?
No, I think we could probably get it if well, the baby stays rolled up. It's just kind of, do you see the thumb sticking out right there?
Mhm.
It's like the baby might have had it in the mouth and it's still that way.
Do they start sucking their
Uh-huh,
thumbs too?
yeah.
Oh.
There you can see more of what a baby would look like with the little hands up by the face and then the knee. And then there's the chin, the lips, and the nose. And little hand up there.
It's your lips.
Aw.
I call them duck lips, but they stick out.
Oh. Oh, you can see all the fingers there too.
Yeah.
A little pinky sticking up. So polite. That's a good hand. Looks like the thumb could be, is it in there? I can't tell if it's definitely at the lungs. It's gonna get a better fortune. So much nicer when it's in this exact position. Sometimes you'll see a little echogenic focus here.
Mm-hmm.
We see them all the time now. Well, maybe not one. If it's isolated and there's absolutely nothing else with it, it means nothing. If it's seen with, my baby had it, along with anything else, like if it's seen with the choroid plexus cyst or with the lip or with clubfoot or anything like that, it could be a sign, a soft marker of something. But when it's seen by itself, I mention it, but I'll write non-specific, isolated, and they don't really even bat an eye at it anymore. They used to, but the thought is the equipment's getting so much better. We see them all the time now.
Right.
It's just that one of the capillary bands or something in there is just reflecting more than anything else. And to call it an echogenic focus, it has to be about as bright as bone.
Right.
Same thing with the echogenic bone, which I've never really seen echogenic bone. Maybe once. It's almost always in the left ventricle. Sometimes there can be more than one. And it can be in the right, but it's almost always in the
In the left.
You're doing okay still?
It's just my back.
Oh.
Should I lay on my side?
Yeah, I was just gonna say, if you wanna lay on your side or anything, it's totally fine. We're actually almost done. Let's see, so, legs, so normal growth. 1 or 2 days off is totally normal. Diaphragm, kidneys, spine, I think we're pretty much. I think it's just that the baby never really turned fully up for the profile. You can lay, if you want to lay on your side, or?
I just need to.
Yeah. Oh, cervix type it. Oh no, I did cervix. Oh,
Yeah.
I like that. I think is that a little bit better?
Yeah.
No, pregnancy does a number on your back, that's for sure. See the little feet? Two little feet side by side. Let's make it clear. Profile for you. Well, it would be right there if that hand wasn't there covering the nose. I mean, it's there, but it's just covering the partly.
It's so cute. It's a full baby.
Yeah. This will probably be the last time we get it all on one screen.
Everything else is probably just like the head or the body.
In little parts. Alright. So there's, see the left ventricle with the left LVOT coming out of it? Little ear sticking up here. You see that little EIF So I think we got everything, and I can write that down. We actually